Morning, everybody.
This week's parsha is Bamidbar, and it starts off that Hashem asked Moshe Rabbeinu to count the Jewish people, and we read this today in the parsha, and that basically what happens is Moshe Rabbeinu gathers, first we gather all the heads of the tribes, and with them he went to every tribe and he counted the people. So the example, the parable is used that you can imagine if you had a gathering of the ushpizin, the guests that you have in the sukkah throughout the days of the sukkah. You have Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Yosef, Moshe, Aaron, David, plus Rabbi Akiva will throw in there, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. So you get about 9 giants. 9 giants. But they need a minion. They don't have a minion. So who can they take? Who do you think they would take for the 10th person for the minion? So you would think maybe Hillel Azakin or Rav Yehuda Nasi, or maybe the Baal Shem Tov or somebody, But the truth of the matter is they could stop anybody in the street, any Jew in the street that they need, they'll take. They have a minion. It could be a bar mitzvah boy that just turned 13 and has no idea of anything besides what he was taught, and has no way, he's just starting to grow. Or it could be even a person that has the lowest job that you can imagine. But if the person is Jewish, then you have over there, you have a minion. So you have this concept in this week's parsha. That this is, the Rashi talks about it also in the beginning of the parsha, that there were a number of times that Hashem counted the Jewish people. This is not the first, this is not the second time that Hashem asked for the Jewish people to be counted. Why does Hashem need them to be counted? Hashem doesn't know how many people He has. Hashem doesn't know how many Jews there are. Of course Hashem knows. But the counting was more for us, to give us the understanding that every single one of us, we have value. We all have a unique entity that the number comes to show that you count, you are a number, you represent something that nobody else has, and therefore we want to know exactly how many people we have. It's true, there are differences between people. There are differences between a bigger person and a smaller person, and this person, that person. That's all on the outside. It's all on the outside. And the inside, when it comes to the neshama, when it comes to the light, when it comes to the energy, when it comes to the potential of every single Jew, every single person is a spark, is a nitzutz, is a connection, is a descendant from Hashem, and every single one is, in a sense, equal, represents the same thing. Now that we're coming closer to the days of Matan Torah, we can see this, the way that it says that the Jewish people, when they came to Matan Torah, they were all one. It doesn't say Vayachanu, it says Vayichan Sham Yisrael Neged Ahar, and he rested by the mountain. But there's also another concept that's Yisrael. The idea of the Jewish people is the acronym Yesh Shishim Ribuy Oisis LaTorah. Yisrael is Yesh Shishim Ribuy Oisis LaTorah. 600,000 letters to the Torah, and which just means to say that every letter in the Torah is important. You're missing one letter, the Torah is not kosher. You got to fix it, right? Got to put it in the shop. Got to fix it. So too, every letter, just like every letter is important, without the complete letters, you do not have a Sefer Torah. So too, when it comes to the Jewish people, every single Jew is important. If we're missing one Jew, we're missing the completion of the Jewish people. So this is the idea of us coming together and everybody knowing that they have a very, very important mission. The story is told of an older woman that she came once on one of the Sundays to the Lubavitcher Rebbe. The Rebbe would give out dollars on Sundays. So she came, and there was this long line. You had to wait 2 hours, 3 hours, the whole way. But where they waited outside and inside, they had a whole process of how it was done. Finally, she came to the Rebbe to get her dollar, and she could come stand already. She couldn't stand, so she's coming there, and she just blurted out. She said, "Rebbe, how are you standing for so long? How is it possible?" Like, she could hardly, and she's anticipating. At least she has what to look forward to. But the Rebbe's doing this day every week. So the Rebbe said, when you're counting diamonds, you don't get tired. Every Jew's a diamond. The Rebbe saw this. This is what the Rebbe saw. So every Jew, every one of us is a diamond. Some of us in the rough, some of us still in Africa, whatever. But we have the potential. The potential is there. Hashem should help. We should be inspired. We should shine. And we should be zeicha to the coming of Mashiach's kingdom. Amen.